I want to acknowledge all the amazing sisters in the room, the UNAIDS Executive Director, our amazing anchors, representative of women constituency and young women. My name is HAZEL JOJO, a young African feminist from Zimbabwe. Sadly, I'm joining with you virtually. I would have loved to connect with you physically, meet face to face, and deliberate on critical issues like what we'll do today. Recent developments have tremendous bearing on the fabric of women and girls in the movement. I always wondered about the survival of the movement with the current COVID-19 pandemic that has resulted in crucial policy directions in diverse sectors. It has affected our health, it has affected our education, our labor, and our sexual and reproductive health rights and services. But what we are starting today is not just a mere discussion. We are part of a shifting narrative that tackles decisions in a way that equips us with our new realities and also contribute to solutions that is going to improve young women's participation in leadership and key decision-making in this historical movement. While we repeat the mantra that girls are the future, I think and feel that this future might be slipping through our fingers in the real time. I live in a country where a 9-year-old died giving birth on a shrine, and 10 months later, the country moved on as if nothing had happened. Her name was Memory, which is ironic to what she has become, a powerful memory. But Memory is not alone. Memory represents a demographic constituency of young girls who feel let down by the system that is meant to protect them. I am one of the 6 Education Plus Young Leaders, which is a high-profile and high-level political drive centered on empowering adolescent girls and young women using secondary school as a strategic point. One of the critical areas for us is the opportunity to exercise our self-agency and self-right. Why? Because we believe that young women like us can change the narrative and shift the discourse. Because we always see young women paying the price of bad policies, bad agreements, bad commitments, and worse off decisions by our member states, pandemics and diseases. But what do we do about it as young women? The answer is we sit in a room like this, we deliberate on critical issues, and we come up with indigenized and localized solutions. Solutions that are going to influence policies, build movements, and create the change that we want to see. We all have been part of discussions, panels, and roundtable discussions before. We invest our time, we invest our resources and commitment. However, the conditions at home have not changed. We are still seeing the sexual exploitation of girls, issues to do with accessibility, affordability, and availability of sexual and reproductive health services is still a cause of concern. So that actually means that we still have a long way to go when it comes to creating the world, creating the change that we want to see. But we are more than what we see right now. If we work together as young women, if we work together as African young women, we can be able to shift that narrative. One of the things that I love about the Education Plus Nave Center is that we have a vision to create a movement for and by girls. We want to sow the dream that goes beyond a single entity. We want to create a world that fosters collaboration and partnership across young women and young saving organizations. So let us try to reflect how best we can work together as African Union youth, as SADC youth, as youth that stays in the East and Central Africa. Let us reflect on how best we can come up with collaborative solutions that can actually create that change that we want to see. I believe that we are the future, and the future is now. Thank you.